everybody in just 1 second. Still getting some things set up here. Sorry about that. Alright, so here we go. Welcome everybody to the episode number 2 of Full Court Blitz with the Solution 007. That's me, also known as Reese. Call me Reese if you want to, but across the interwebs, tag is always the solution. Anyway, I figured in honor of football season starting back up, or at least the first preseason game and Hall of Fame induction being today, so we replace a Madden 22 and get some things off our chest we need to. Alright, like I said, the name of the show is going to be Full Court Blitz, and this is episode 2 of Full Court Blitz. So it's because I'm a football and a basketball fan, so that's where the Full Court Blitz comes from. And of course, I'm the solution, being that I'm in computer repair or tech repair and cybersecurity and web development. So that's where all those names come from, and that's where I got the title from. Anyway, I'm also a gamer, so that's my gamer tag on Xbox One. Just like my gamer tag on Nintendo Switch is the Solution 07, and I believe my gamer tag on PSN is the Solution 001, as well as this is the same tag that's on my Twitter as well. Anyway, let's get into it. This is the Seahawks versus the Buffalo Bills. You ask me why these two teams, well, big time Bills fans since the early 90s. Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Jim Kelly was my quarterback for a long time. No, I'm not from Buffalo, but the Bills were the Bills. That 90s Bills team resonated with me from a rivalry I had with my brother since he was a Dolphins fan, so it's personal. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the game. And this channel, you're free to talk about most things as long as there's no isms in it, no racism, no homophobia, no nothing like that. Let's just keep it clean. But topics of the day, if you want to get into all the happenings this week, that's fine. The Brittany Griner deal, the Brittany Griner case, the Deshaun Watson issues, all those kind of things you're free to talk about on this channel. Let's see what else. Anything, everybody's welcome here. Like I said, as long as you don't do anything stupid, we're good. Please, no dummies. Anyway, let's get into the game. I'll probably only go one game, but since I promised to do this stream, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm late. Anyway, let's
5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Being able to get this this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We're right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
first down. Allen going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Touchdown pass to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, they go with Singletary. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down at 4. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Bust through the tackle. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, someone's 11 to the ball every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. they start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A gain of 3, second down. Singletary again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Singletary. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the So pass interference, the call there. Always such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
On first down, Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know in every game we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because it didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you can almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with a football. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
But it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. 7 yards to pick up there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the spot, and he's have to run extra plays. Harder to move it. Football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Wilson will throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Come on, boys! The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down now, Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get this down to the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better moving forward.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards to the back of the end zone, but too high over everybody and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
He did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed a stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.